Greetings. Today is your day. Today is the day to make it happen. Get up, get out, and go do something. Quitting isn't an option. Fuck your excuses. Without further ado, shout out to my man Destro. Go show the king some love. We're going to dive into this thing. We're going to peel this thing like a banana. From both sides. His side and my side. Then the spirit of the universe going to take us home. Let's go to work.
To realize that since men don't come up to me, I have to be the one to go up to them, and that makes me super nervous because it's like, how do I know I'm not gonna get rejected if you didn't come up to me in the first place and then I make the decision to go up to you? How do I know I won't face rejection? So can I get some tips and tricks, some advice on how to approach a man that I think is cute? Because I have no idea how to. Like, I'm scared and I feel like I can only approach men if I'm drunk, which is not often.
So, to answer that question, respectfully, ladies, you have to be available. You have to be approachable. You have to be respectful. There's nothing wrong with saying hello, thank you, giving a nice compliment. These are basic things. You have to take it back to the basics. Well, how do I know what men like? How do I know what men need? Sit back and listen to men talk. Listen in on men conversations and take notes. Do not get relationship advice on a man from a woman, especially if that woman has been hurt or came out of a bad relationship or is in a bad relationship, because she's going to speak from an emotional standpoint and not a logic standpoint. If I want a woman, I'm going to sit back and I'm going to talk to women and I'm going to take notes, because I'm going to find out what a woman needs, the needs and wants of a woman, and then be that.
Hi, handsome. Sure hope you like barbecue, cause I'm trying to be your rib.
A few moments later.
If you're unaware, we're in a sassy man apocalypse. For the women not being approached by men, it's not you, it's the men. And for the men, if the shoe don't fit, don't wear it. So let me give some of these men examples. And this is from my data and my research. I'm not making this up. This is true.
Your first mistake is calling men sassy. That's your first mistake. That is so disrespectful. Do you know what you're calling men when you say that word, sassy? That means you're calling men gay.
But forget, women data and research has nothing to do with actual statistics, science, math, or facts. Woman research is when a woman sits on a couch and grabs a pen and notebook and regurgitates all of the foolish thoughts and feelings that have been floating around her consciousness. It's like a quote-unquote, I feel like orgy.
If you're part of the sassy man apocalypse. Okay, for one, if you ask, what do you bring to the table? Of course, you're probably the ringleader of the sassy man apocalypse. What do you bring to the table? How does this benefit me? How do you benefit me? What are you doing for me? Anything with me. You have been infected by the sassy man apocalypse.
Shut the fuck up!
Now, we're going to change that. If you're a king would ask, what do you bring to the table? A king would ask, how does it benefit me being with you?
Translation. You are a sassy man if you believe relationships are supposed to benefit you in any way. Real men understand that women only take, and men just give. Real men understand the table is my coochie, Yes, maybe Terrell across the street got it for a honey bun, a Heineken, and some sunflower seeds. But a real man knows he's supposed to pay full price for out-of-date, low pH balance, used goods. Only sassy men have standards, boundaries, and expectations for the women they date.
2, if you are not approaching women because you're afraid of rejection and you're just tired of the rejection, or you're tired of not finding what you want out of a woman, and you thought you're the prize and you should be chased, you're infected by the sassy man apocalypse.
Shut the fuck up!
A king, he's always the prize. A king has standards and limitation. A king has boundaries. A king doesn't need to talk to each and every woman, but a king is available and the king is approachable. Now, where does that leave you? I see your ass is single. You can't keep a man to save your asshole. You're bitter. You're broken.
Afraid of rejection.
Flashback.
And then I make the decision to go up to you. How do I know I won't face rejection?
That would be hypocrisy.
Now, if you're not approaching women because you're just not interested right now, you're working on you, that's a healed man. That's not a sassy man. That's a healed man. But if you're not approaching women because you feel like they should be approaching you, or they should come to you, or you're just over women, but you want a woman, yeah, you're in the sassy man apocalypse.
What you just said didn't make no damn sense at all. No damn sense. So you just sat up on your couch and came up with this theory all by yourself. You a lonely motherfucker, and you better.
Translation. Even though me and my sisters claim to be the most alpha, masculine group of women ever, you should be man enough to approach us. Even though me and my bitter sisters publicly claim to hate men that look like us, you should be man enough to approach us. Even though we have the worst attitudes of any woman on the planet, you should be man enough to approach us.
Bullshit. Ain't no way in hell am I going to approach a woman with those attributes. And I get what you're saying, Destro, and you make a valid point. But to a man who knows his worth, a man that knows who he is and whose he is, and walk in the essence of his truth, and has enough respect for himself, will not stoop so low to deal with a woman of that caliber. When you are a high value man, women like this don't faze you. You walk over women like this. You won't even look their direction.
You compare your woman to your mother in any type of way, you're part of the sassy man apocalypse, for example.
But it's okay for a woman to do the same thing. To compare man to the things her father didn't do. Or her father. We see that. Or compare the man to her ex. We see that. We cannot act like we don't see that. No, we're going to call that thing out.
If your woman comes home from a long day at work and she comes and she doesn't want to cook dinner, and you say, "Mom, I want to cook dinner. Mama worked 5 jobs, had five kids, and she cooked dinner." Sir, you're part of the sassy man apocalypse. Are you screwing your mother? No. You're part of the sassy man apocalypse. You're infected. Your mind is gone. Those are just 3 things that I came up with in my research.
Shut the fuck up!
Translation. Comparing me to the one woman that you know actually loved you makes you a sassy man. Yes, your mother, the The one woman that did things for you because she genuinely cared about you and wanted to see you succeed. This makes you sassy. Yes, I know I want a man to provide and protect for me, kind of like what a father would do. But I feel like you're sassy.
Y'all, when women get rejected, oh, it's deep. I don't know what it is, but we do not handle it well.
You fucked up your marriage with Tyrese. Now all of a sudden, you're a relationship influencer guru. The same advice that you're giving to other people, you should have been taking heed to those advice and save your damn marriage.
Actually, I do know what it is, and I'm gonna tell you in this video. Women desire to be desired. Okay, that is something you're gonna see in every woman. She wants to be desired. Some people allow their desire to run them. Some people can harness their desire, but all women deep down want to be desired. And so when she's not desired or does not feel desirable, she takes that internally. I mean, it makes her sad. It can cause depression. It can cause anxiety. It can cause you to feel like you're not good enough. It can cause hopelessness. I mean, it gets very deep. Because of that, I think a lot of women don't put themselves out there.
What a man is supposed to do. Man's supposed to come after me. Man's supposed to approach me. Man's supposed to provide for me. Man's supposed to do this for me. Man's supposed to bend over backwards for me. Man's supposed to accept me. Man's supposed to put up with me and my flaws and my issues. Man's supposed to not desert me. Man is supposed to cater to me. Man is supposed to be there when I need him to be there. Man is supposed to be all these things for me. But I don't need to be all those things for him. I want to say this to the ladies. You know, while you doing your modern feminist rigmarole, your entitlement and all your bullshit, let me ask you this question. If you was in a hospital, you were sick, you were on your deathbed, and there ain't no one there, yeah, you got your family, but you ain't got no partner there to have your back, how would that make you feel? Just a simple question. How would that make you feel? Knowing that you don't have your partner right there by your side. Because you threw them away, you ran them off, you sabotaged and messed up your relationship or marriage. You felt like you independent, you don't need no man, you can do it by yourself, until you end up on your deathbed. And you're going to wish you had your man there. You're going to wish he was there to have your back and to watch over you and to cover you and to pray over you. You're going to wish he was there. It's a hard pill to swallow, ain't it? So, with that being said, it's your boy Big Truck, and we gone on this one. We riding out.